business. Watching the world go by. Thing I know, here come in.
Now the sun wasn't quite up when I left the truck to pick up this trail. I'd never been on this trail before, so I just sort of busted my way through some brambles and briars till I got to what looked like a trail, and I could hear water running pretty rapidly off to my right and down below me. So I'll follow along here just a minute, and I eventually get to some pretty dang convenient, I guess, hewn limestone steps that take me down here to the level where the water's flowing pretty good.
All wet, all slick. Careful, Mike.
My heel and my toe, and you know, right through a towel. My shoes are right. My shirt ain't clean. And things they don't have a tie with a knot looking right there. Yeah. You know what? You don't even know me. Who do you think I am that you go on up here and just try to burn me down like that?
Once I had an exposure I was pretty proud of, I really looked at the back of the camera and realized I had forgotten to do something. The problem was fairly evident once I put my magnifying loupe to the back of the camera. Here's an imperfect look at the back glass on this Fujifilm GFX 50S camera. There's a white square there. When I touch that screen, that will put that square where I want my focus to be. This is manually focused. And so I reach around and I turn the ring on the lens, and it'll jump in there to where that white square is with a close-up view. And all those red flashy things, the blinkies, they're telling me to what degree things are in focus. Also, what's very helpful is at the bottom of that screen, horizontal and parallel to the bottom edge of that glass, is a purpley magenta bar with some numbers transposed over it. That bar tells my old eyes exactly what is in focus, from the lower number to the higher number. Here in this example, what is that, 4 to infinity, which suits my purposes just fine. My old eyes really appreciate it.
Hey, not critique, sharp, harsh criticism. That's nothing about me, and I'm kind of a live and let live kind of guy, but I'm starting to think this is one of them. I probably ain't gonna like nothing about her tall either. Ow. But you know, whoop them on the wrong side of the bed. Here, that's some guy's shoes on. I mean, that's on his side of the bed this morning. I don't know what's going on. Certainly bad as something.
The sun, it's about 8 a.m. right now. The sun is about to get up high enough to hopefully cast some streaming light through this forest. I like these woods. They put me in mind of something that Simon Baxter or Adam Gibbs might come across in their forays, which, knowing what those guys can do with woodlands and a camera, makes me think I might miss something those guys would never miss. Well, we've got to come back this way. The sun's only getting a little higher, a little better every minute. I think dynamic range would be fairly easily controlled possibly without having to bracket shots and then blend them. Let's follow the trail and see how it opens up down here. Definite possibilities here, but unfortunately, from where I was standing and my point of view, the sun is just directly behind any composition I can come up with at this place, which means you may want to make a note and do some studying. There's something called the angle of incidence. A light will reflect off an object at an angle incident to the angle at which it strikes that object or that reflective surface. Which means if I'm standing anywhere near, which means if I'm standing anywhere near a reciprocal angle of that sun as it strikes the water, it's just going to glare and blow out. So I need to follow the stream a little bit until it turns in a direction that's perpendicular to the rays of the sun. Let's see what we find. I think I've got a pretty nice composition here using this rock as sort of a leading curving line back up the stream, and then up the stream I have several bows arching over the stream, and I'm just waiting on a little light from there to cross the moss on that rock, and then we're going to start shooting. Well, let me get with it.
Look it out behind it. With the cardboard out of it. Hey, boy, oh, I have a problem with that.
The light is coming and going, so I'm just playing that old wait for the light game. Pretty nice place to be hanging out and killing time. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear me over the water or not, but I'm focusing right in here, manual focus, and then my scale tells me I've got everything from about 4 feet to infinity in focus. And so here's my idea, this leading line here in these nice overstretched trees, or bowed over trees, or whatever you want to call them, but I'm waiting for the sun to pop out and give me some direction on this rock, and these rocks, and the sides of the trees, make everything nice and round, and you'll see. Here it comes. Back.
See, one of them days when I wish I stayed home, you know. I got two ugly ones over here. Laid all over my parade. Everything I got. Look at my mama in here. My mama. That's her.
Beautiful, just beautiful. Never been down here before. Can't believe I grew up 75 miles from here and never saw it. Let's see if we can find our way back to some path. Where am I? I don't know. I know the path is this way, so let's go this way. Very interesting. Beautiful area. I imagine whether it get a little warmer in these environs, we'd probably be hip deep in copperheads and eastern diamondbacks and vipers of all description. Don't miss them. Wow, what a grand location. And about a third the distance from my house as are the Smoky Mountains. Amazing, amazing. Fiery Gizzard, South Cumberland Recreation Area, I think it's called. Getting enough lens flare there. I'm coming back here and I'm bringing all my friends. Both of them. Thank you so much for joining me again today. In this beautiful South Cumberland Recreation Area. Fiery Gizzard. Didn't see a gizzard, saw no fire, but I'm cool with it if they are. That better? A little bit better? Here. Sure would appreciate it if you would like, share, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell. We'll both be better off. Promise. I'll see you next week. Pretty deep in the woods. Beautiful. I'm surprised this running stream doesn't make me want to wee.